one of the most annoying thing is having like all these books behind you that you're going to do for a future book haul, and like I can't step all the way back onto my shelf. So today is the day where I have the opportunity to talk about 2 more books to you that I got to do for review. Book review time! I love doing my book reviews. I love getting books by publishing houses. Thank you so much today to Alan and Unwin for sending me a copy of a certain book that I'm going to be talking about. And also I'd really love to thank Penguin Teen Australia for sending me another lovely book, as you do. Thank you so much. Dragonfly Song. This is by Wendy Orr. At the beginning I'm just like, Wendy Orr, where have I heard that name before? And then I just realised she was the author of Nims Island. I read Nims Island way back when I was a little kid. I can remember it so well. So they're like, oh my god, she wrote this book, like she wrote a young adult book, and I got super excited when I found out that it was Wendy Orr. This book just was really beautifully written. It was very poetic. Asia is the girl that this book is about, and she is a young girl on the brink of puberty. That's the way I pronounce the name. It is spelled A-I-S-S-A, and for some of you, you may pronounce it differently. That's the way I pronounce it, so sorry if you pronounce it differently and I'm pronouncing it something else. It's about 4,000 years ago, and the only way you kind of know that is at the beginning of the book. It says around 4,000 years ago, so I presume that. The way I pictured it in my head was like an early Egypt day, just because when Asia used to talk about certain people, she used to refer to them as a mother, even though they may not have been her mother, god, lady, and priestess. Asia is cast out as a baby because she was born with 2 thumbs. Now, she was born originally into royalty, and because, you know, she was born with 2 thumbs, they considered her as a bad omen, so she had to go. She was blamed for the death of her dad, and you know, she was like a bad baby. She was brought up with another family, and from here she was brought up to the age of 4 till raided the village, and then she was like taken away and made a slave. I felt really sorry for her. The whole book till about the end, she didn't speak a word. It was all about what was going on in her head, and it really saddened and upset me that everyone in the town would spit at her, look down upon her for being what? Like a normal teenage girl. It was really upsetting. It really shows how this character defines her status to go outside of her comfort zone to do something. The book reminded me of the Hunger Games, because every single year the Bull King takes 2 tributes to fight in the Bull King dance thing, and basically the kids have like a while till they're trained, and they have to like dance on bulls and all that stuff and perform like tricks on bulls. Yeah, it's really weird. I really just fell in love with the way it was written. It was very poetic, and I really just enjoyed this character and her journey and how she just grew up to become so much better, and by the end of it she's just so powerful that it's just so inspiring. I would rate this book a 9 out of 10. Thank you so much to Alan and Unwin again for sending it to me. Make sure that if you do see it in bookstores and if you sound interested, pick it up. You know, a little bit of that Hunger Game vibe going on, like the kids, you don't want the kids to die, but the kids are dying, you know what I mean? The next book I received was Darken by Kirsten White. Look at this cover, holy yada yada. Today is the book reviews of very powerful main leading lady. Lada here is just, she reminds me so much of Selena from Throne of Glass because of just how powerful and ruthless she is. Like, this girl's mad. Lada, this is told in the 1400s, so we're going way back in time. We have a map of Bulgaria, the Black Sea, Wallachia, Hungary, Transylvania, Albania, and the Empire. Okay, Lada's born. Her dad says,
"Ugh, I just had a baby girl. Wife put me out a boy."
Her dad is, I hate her dad. Being the ruler of Wallachia, Wallachia, whatever they say, however they say it, of course he wants a boy. She's kind of looked down upon, and what I really loved about this book is Lada as well isn't described as a good looking child. And I know that sounds really horrible of me to say, but even when she's older and we get her like teenage perspective and stuff like that, she's not a good looking girl. Like, you know how sometimes in books, and all these books here, the girl is so beautiful and the guy falls in love with her and the girl has long hair and is just... Lada isn't naturally stunning, but what makes me really love her so much and what makes her stunning is the way the author brought out her non-looks in her personality. She is so kick-ass. You know, this girl, when she's a child, dad just really hates her. She's brought up by her nurse. She ends up biting kids and like biting people and legit getting herself into trouble. And then her dad, like later on in life, goes, "Oh my god, Lada, you are kick-ass. I wish you were a boy." A year after Lada's born, she has a brother called Radu. He, you know, is so good looking and he's just the hot mess. However, he's very shy, timid, and he doesn't really like to get himself into, you know, social situations. And he's supposed to be the future ruler. Lada protects him so much. Anyway, what I really loved about this book is the way you saw the characters grow up, because it did go like from when they were born to when they're about like, you know, 7, 8, to when they were like 13, to when they were about 17. So you kind of got to see them grow up. Most of the book though is told in their perspective when they're older. I'm not going to go into detail too much about the story because you kind of have to read the book, and I really, this is like one book I don't want to spoil for you. But I can say that they are banished by their dad at like at a young age, and like forced to be on their own in this other town and stuff like that when they travel. There's this war going on, or gonna happen. And yeah, it's really full on. I can't really explain it because I'm not good at explaining books in the past, but it is one that you definitely have to read. One of the things that really defines this book, especially based, you know, in the 1400s, is how women are looked at and how men are looked at. Lada, you know, when she's, you know, cast out by her dad or like betrayed, and she's, you know, living in this new place, being a woman, you know, she's so kick-ass and fiery. But the whole time, she's just like, how do I keep this status? How can I not be looked down upon? And her brother is just like kind of a bit jealous of her. And at the same time, he wants to be more kick-ass, but he just can't. It's so interesting, like, the mindset of these two characters. Thank you so much for Penguin. Round of applause for sending me this book. Get on these 2 books. They are fantastic. I'm Miranda. More of you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you next time.